I just want to introduce Thomas. He's the sales agent. Hi, Thomas.
Hey, going?
How is the current market going? Many people are scared of taking action.
Yeah.
What do you think about the current market?
I think realistically, it's a good time to buy. I feel like there's a lot less competition out there, and the saying always goes by when be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. And I feel like there is a lot of fear in the market at the moment, just with the uncertainty with what's come out with the budget and everything. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity to buy. I think there's a lot of good properties out there, and you're fighting with a lot less people than what you were 6 to 8 weeks ago.
Yeah. Now you can see that more. It's a buyer's market now, right?
Yes, yeah. It's definitely shifting into a buyer's market. Good property homes are still attracting people. We're still having properties that sell in the first week, but there's a lot less of those, and the properties are staying on the market for a bit longer at the moment.
Yes, that's a very good news. If someone is thinking about to buy property for a long time, I think this is the best opportunity
Absolutely.
to take action.
Yeah,
What do you
exactly
think?
right. You've got less people you're fighting with. So, you're going to the open home 8 weeks ago, you'd be in line with 15 other people. Whereas at the moment, there's lots less people coming through. There's more opportunity. Vendors are willing to sell. It's just a matter of finding the right property. And I think with less competition brings out better value homes. So,
Yes.
yeah.
And what I can see is this is the right time to get into the market. Within 2 to 3 months, we can see the difference. It will move on.
Yeah,
right?
exactly right. Things will change, but the new norm will be set, and the market will pick up again. It always happens. It always the property market goes in cycles. So we're at the moment we've had a bit of a comeback with prices. So it's by some point in time, whether it be interest rates starting to change again in a couple of months' time or whatever happens with the economy, it is going to pick up again.
Definitely. And about the negative gearing.
Yeah.
Because of the negative gearing, many of the investors they may lose some sort of amount of money.
Yeah.
So that will impact the rental in future, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it'll impact the amount of rental properties on the market. So there's going to be, realistically, it's probably going to put a lot more of pressure on the rental amounts than what the government's paying off, in my opinion. I feel like with, the disincentivizing of investors to buy established properties, it just means that rents are going to increase because, the owners aren't having, the owners that are still investing, they're not having that same reflection on, I guess, the returns that they're having for the properties that they were, before the budget.
So which means if the investors are losing some amount as negative gearing, that will
be passed on.
That will pass to the
tenants. Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. So which means that at the end of the day, investors are safe.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yields are going to still stay strong.
Yeah. So if someone is thinking about to buy property and not taking action, what do you have to tell to them?
I just think it's a great opportunity to buy. I feel like I wouldn't be scared of what's happening. I feel like there's a lot of negativity in the news and everything. And like I said at the start, it's one of those things where you want to be buying when you're not fighting with every other person. It's a great opportunity to buy because there's less competition out there and there's good homes on the market. So I think it's a perfect time to buy.
Okay. If someone is planning to buy now and if they wait for 1 year, what will happen?
Well, it's just everything, property always increases over time. So it's always a long-term play. I mean, really what's happening in the market shouldn't really impact it because what you're looking to buy, you should be looking to hold for a long period of time. So it really doesn't matter when you buy. It's a matter of, properties are going to continue to increase in price. If you look at the historical data in Australia, properties have always increased over the long term. So there's no perfect time to buy, but it's definitely a good time to buy when you've got less competition.
Okay. So I just want to tell you something. If someone you are thinking about to buy property and not taking action, it is the best time to get into the market. Nowadays, more properties are in the market and it's the right time to get in. Think about it and take action.